Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Megan. If you didn't know, now you know. And look what we have. It's a big old pink box. We're just gonna have to work with the colors the way they are. Like, my hands look abnormally orange, but it's like you can pick a color and that's the one you get to see most accurately. The rest of them are gonna be wild. And I don't know enough about color settings to fix it. But it's like when there are more in it, it balances. And I'm wondering if it's because there's like some sort of auto balance inside the camera that's fighting with the balance in there. I don't know. I'm no expert. But anyway, let's look at what we got here. We got another big old Orly box. If you'll remember, last season we got a big old Orly box. So now I'm starting to think that maybe this is just the new box. They used to be really small, but now it's the thick boy. So let's see what's in here. All right, as per the usual, it's full of paper. We don't need that. So we have our info card, which, geez, look at my hands compared to these bright colors. Let me zoom this in a smidgen. That is neon. It looks like 1980s is the theme of this box. And we have some bright colors here. Orly Summer 2025. Grab your boombox and travel back to the endless summers of the 1980s. These vibrant, sizzling neons will make you crave your MTV and slide on your shades, because your future is so bright, you gotta wear neon shades. So we have this bonus item of nail art charms. That is what they call sequins at Orly. And we've got our colors, which on this card, they look more muted than they even do in that camera. So I'll be interested to see what they look like in real life. These are different shades. This is red, this is orange, but they are very similar. You can kind of see when I turn it like that. But I think all this pink is really upsetting the balance. And then we also have a brush. There's a little QR code and then our tutorial about making a little nail art. I'm gonna move this pink box so that we can see what's in here and maybe it won't be so radiant. It's still so vibrant. Like, I feel like it's more vibrant than it should be, but like, all right, so we have our little sequins. They're just an assorted dots of different neon colors. Zoom in a little bit more. You see that? That graininess, it makes it seem like there's a filter on here. I'll have to look for one. I don't think I have one because we're not doing like green screen. But yeah, so we've got these little dots here. Might have to find a way to incorporate those. And then we did also get this brush. They are calling it a dry brush. It looks like it's just a application brush. I'm not sure what they intend you to do with this. Maybe some sort of blending. I'm gonna have to look at what they used it for. I typically would use this for a gel, but we'll see. And then of course, last but not least, our giant 1980s box. Let's see if we can slide this thing. As you know, with this paper, it does like a little shifty thing. There we go. Had to get a hold of it. Let me try and hold it at an angle where you can see something. There you go. So it's like, woo! Makes it look like it's kind of moving. Okay. So let's have a look in here. Look at those colors. They are bright. Again, I feel like they look brighter in the camera than they do in real life, but we've got purple, blue, pink, red, orange, blue with a little bit of a green undertone, kind of a turquoisey. Very nice, very nice. Let me get them out of this fancy box. Okay, I think it's a little better. So I'm gonna zoom in and we're gonna have a look at these. So first we have this purple one. It is called Stay Rad. Let's have a look. So I think these are all gonna be creams, which is fine. Creams are staples. That's this one. So now I feel like in the camera it's giving too much dusty. It's more vibrant than that. This balance is kind of crazy. And then we have this blue one. This one is called Be Kind, Rewind. All right, and this is a very beautiful blue. Also giving a bit more mute than what I'm seeing, but maybe I should turn the opacity back up a smidgen. Good Lord. Yeah, I think that actually helps. That looks more right. Now we have this pink. I think all the lights don't do me any favors. It's very bright. This one's called Shut Up, Heather. But when I don't have all the lights on, my actual workstation is dark because it's not bright. It's just the way that they reflect. And I try to choose a background that balances the white well, because if I choose a background that's too dark, then everything else is washed out. That's a beautiful, like, dark bubblegum pink. Now we got this one that wants to be a red, but it's a pink-ish. It's like a pinky red, but it's much more pink than that looks. That looks a little orange. Most definitely. Let's have a look at how this one looks. So, like, in real life, it's giving more of like a dark salmon, but in the camera that looks real orange. I'm gonna try and make that less orange. All right, let's try it like that. That one looks a little pinker now. Next we've got this one that is orange. It is called Cowabunga. It's more neon than IRL, so it's like I can't seem to make it not too neon or too dusty. Like, where is the balance? Apparently not in my wheelhouse. There we go. So, like, this is like a carroty orange, not exactly traffic cone. And actually, like this, it looks pretty accurate. I don't know. Like, those don't even look like the same color. That's silly. Then we have this blue. This one is called Mall Rat. There we go. Another beautiful shade. I'm gonna hold these two blues up together so that you can see they are in fact different colors. They are similar, but this first one is darker than the second one. Very beautiful though. Anyway, here are our colors. They're in a bit of a different order now because they're kind of more like with their similars, so we can see the differences between them. But we are going to do some nails, and they're gonna be quite bright. So let me go prepare for that and we'll get started. All right, so I went on the Orly website to look up this brush and see what they say about it. And apparently it's basically a cleanup brush. They're basically saying that you use this to test the dryness of your nails. Like, you just swipe it on there and okay, and then use it to clean up around it. So I'm like, fine. And that's just in time because my other cleanup brush is in disastrous condition. But I have come up with a plan for the nail design today, and we're gonna need a striping brush. This one will do. It is sort of long. And I've put out a little disposable palette right here so I can put my paints on, and we're gonna go in this order. And then we're going to use our little dots for decoration. And I've painted all of my nails just a nude to start because that is the background I'm going for. I will start over here and work my way in so that I am not having to paint over a wet nail. So let's get started. All right, how's that view? Everybody able to see all right? I hope so. So I'm gonna get some paint on my brush, and I'm gonna just make a little diagonal here. Turn around to see this side. Let it come off this edge. And then I'm going to use this same brush to fill this in. Sorry, it's blurry while I hold it this way. Alright, so that's the first part, and now we're going to do another one down here with our next color. Apparently this one's going to have to be up quite a bit because I was not able to do it straight. And so I had to raise it up to have more room to straighten that out. So that's unfortunate. But I can use the bottle brush to go ahead and fill in the end of it. So there's at least that. And I'm gonna wipe the underside to clean off where it had got a little bit thick. And then I can always clean that up. Now, because of that, I wanna make this top part further down because I don't like how uneven it is. See if we can't blend this line together a little bit. Okay, so that's what we've got now. I don't feel like that line is incredibly straight. Let's see if I can't improve it just a little bit. There, I think that's better. Yes, I wanted those to be much more on the edge, but I guess that's not what we're getting. So now we're going to use this color to do the top part on this one, and we're going to try and make it match that one. We're going to try. Yeah, I think that's pretty right. Sorry, this isn't the most chatty, but it's because I'm kind of having to semi-concentrate to do this. So you probably are watching a lot of this actually in fast forward, because I tend to fast forward the parts where I'm not talking about nothing. That way they don't take longer than they have to for no amount of value. Okay, let's look at these two together. Does that seem pretty even? I think so. Alright, now we're going to go in with the next one, which is going to be this orange. And we're going to go across the end, just like we did on this one. Alright, and again, at least at the tips, we get the benefit of using the bottle brush to fill it in. And wipe off some of this excess. And then I'm going to do like before and wipe it from underneath so that it's not extra thick. And then just like the other, we're gonna go in with the orange up here, and I'm gonna continue that across the hand with each of the colors. So I'm gonna speed through all of this. All right, so let's have a look here. So this is what we've got. So that one and this one here. This one only got used one time, but the others got used multiple times. So I'm gonna let this dry, and then I'm gonna top coat it in to kind of smooth it out. And then that's when we're gonna use our little dots to do a little decorating. So I will be right back for that. I am gonna go in with Sèche Vive. It is a thick and juicy top coat. Alright, and then we'll give that a minute to dry, and then it'll be time to come and do our decoration. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put down a layer of Orly Bonder Sticky Base Coat, and then I have these dots. I poured some out that I am going to smatter on here, and I'll use this little brush to do it. I'm going to zoom this in a little bit for you so you can see. There we go, got some of that. Put a little bit on my little palette so I can dip my brush in it. So I can pick up these dots. So let's say we'll take one and put it right there. Then maybe we get us a smaller one, and then another small one, maybe another one here, and we'll put this guy over here. Maybe we get us a pink one of these right here. Actually, don't want that close to that other one. Go down, friend. Yeah, these things are not the most cooperative. Why are you sticking everywhere but where I need you? Give me this darn tweezer. The struggle is real, you guys. There. Goodness gracious. And then I'm gonna do a similar thing. Oh, good lord. What in the world? When did it get blurry like that? So yeah, I'm gonna be putting them on kind of like that, and I'm gonna do a similar thing across this bottom as well. Might have to add some more base coat because that's drying so quickly. Let me just do like bloop bloop bloop. Bloop bloop bloop. Okay. I mean, those two are the same color, and I don't know that I like that. Let's scoot that guy away and grab another medium yellow one and put it right there. Okay, and then I'm gonna just go in and gently tap these down to smooth them as much as possible. So that's kind of the vibe that we're gonna do. Let's speed through that too. Okay, now that we've got little dots on all of them, I am going to top coat again, and I'll probably do 2 layers. That way it's thick enough that it seals all of these dots in well. Alright, so here's what we've got. I did put the 2 coats of top coat on there. It is still wet. Very shiny, very neon, but I think it's fun. In my eyes, it's way less neon. I don't know how to make that balance in here, as you saw at the beginning. Cameras struggle with neons in general, but I think this is cute. I like it. It gives a bit of that lava lamp vibe, but not in a lava lamp way. More like it's a party. So, I had a good time making these. I think they're fun. I really like all of these colors. I think this is a great collection. I think it's perfect for summer. I really like what they put together here. I even like the little round colorful dot sequins. Overall, I think this is a really good box. I will leave the link for signing up for these Orly Colorpasses in the description. It's a quarterly box, so you get it like every 3 months, which I think is a much more reasonable frequency for these subscription boxes. I feel like monthly is just too much because there's no way you're going through these products that quickly. And I have so many nail polishes, even just from what I've got in these boxes, because I've been doing this for like 2 years now. And they're really a good value for how much you're paying for what you're getting. And it's fun that you get a little bit of a surprise. So you don't even know what you're gonna get. So you get a whole lot of polish for a little bit of money. You get a bonus item, sometimes 2. It's not too frequently, so it's not an over amount of products, and it's also not an excessive drain on the budget for no reason. If you're into real nail polish, regular nail polish, definitely consider signing up for the Orly box. I wish I had an affiliate code for you. Unfortunately, I do not. But I will leave you a link if you do want to go sign up. Orly is still my favorite nail polish brand. They don't make all the specialty finishes that 80's do, but they do a really good job on the basics. But that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you did make it to the end, leave me a neon emoji, whichever one you like. Bright colors, let me see them, that way I know that you made it. Please make sure that you are subscribed so you're not missing my videos if you do enjoy them. I love making them for you and I hope you love watching them. Hit the like button if you liked this video. The algorithm thanks you and so do I. And consider joining my channel membership. There are some exclusive perks. Check them out. See if any of them are right for you. I'd love to have you and I'll see you at that members only content. And then of course, as always, follow my socials for the things I post over there that don't always get posted over here. And check out my links and codes in the description for any of those that you can take advantage of. And that is it. I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.